this is all not to say that this is useless, like don't build the bench, like build the bench, but don't let building the bench be the center of your attention. Okay, hopefully it won't start raining here. It was just raining. I tried to do this and got a little bit rained out, so I'm optimistic that this will work out. I was just driving through the area where I grew up, and my childhood home is only like a mile that way, and I came to this park just to stop on my sort of drive because I got a long drive ahead of me. I kind of hit this crazy little life crescendo that I wasn't really planning on walking into today. When I was like 15, I think, for my 15th birthday, my parents got me just like a DSLR camera that could shoot video. The first video I ever uploaded to YouTube that I went through the whole process by myself was mostly filmed at this park. And it was called Nikon D50-100 Video Test. And to this day, it's the most viewed thing I've ever uploaded to the internet, which is so funny. If you had told me then that now I would be literally traveling the world for work, making videos, I don't think I would, I mean, I know I wouldn't believe you, but I don't think I'd be able to contain my excitement about that. It's like I'm literally living my dream life right now with my dream job, and I've just I've just hit the lottery. I'm lucky to have things like this YouTube channel on the side where even when I'm not working on making videos, I want to make more videos. It's just like, I feel like I was born to do this and it's all I want to do. The asterisk that goes over the top of this video is just that I am endlessly thankful for the place I'm at right now. And so everything I say from here, just have that be sort of the overarching but also I'm really thankful for everything I've gotten to do. I turn 25 in less than a week, which means at least a quarter of my life is over, which is absolutely bonkers and terrifying. And I feel like I've gotten to do more in those 24 years than I ever thought I would in my entire cumulative life. This checkpoint I'm reaching with this birthday coming up has brought a lot of thoughts to the surface about growing up. They're not fully formed yet, but I've been writing a lot in my journal, and that's been helping me sort of understand my feelings and thoughts and, I don't know, whatever, emotions. And so I thought maybe this would be kind of another way to do that and kind of get this stuff off my chest. But anyway, I think the world, and I don't mean to sound like the, anti-establishment hippie guy that I probably look like, but I think the structure of the world has a misplaced focal point of where we're supposed to put the majority of our energy. And I don't mean energy like energy, I mean like the effort we put into what we do, I think is misplaced. There's so much emphasis like structurally around your goals. Like, what do you, like, if you're in the creative field, it's like, how many subscribers do you want, or how many followers do you want? Or if you're in a different sort of realm of the creative field, it's like, what is your masterpiece? What's this big thing you're eventually working towards? Or if you're not in the creative realm at all, it's what job are you gonna have, and what's your salary gonna be, and how much money are you gonna make? And all those things are important and worth energy. I'm not saying that even though the focal point is misplaced, that those things aren't important, because I think they're super important. You have to survive, and you have to live, and you have to feel like you have some sort of purpose. And I understand all that, but the older I get and the more I accomplish and the closer I get to this sort of this life that I've been envisioning up until this point, the more clear it becomes to me that I've been misplacing my energy and putting a lot of time and effort into this dream, when really the dream is just to share life with people. That's it. I mean, my job and the work I'm doing right now, which I love and I'm thankful for, has taken me, even in the last 2 years with the pandemic, all over the world. I've met like so many new people. I've had an absolute blast. It's been everything I ever dreamed it would be, and then some. At the exact same time, I feel like I've been living with this sort of underlying sorrow, with the realization that for every step I take closer to this life that I have wanted, it takes minutes off the ultimate clock of how long I get to spend with my family and the people I love. Like every accomplishment or every checkpoint I reach takes minutes or seconds or hours off that clock. That counts down the amount of time I have left with the people I care about. And I think that balance is very real no matter what industry or realm of, you know what I'm trying to say. Like I said, this thought isn't formed, it's more just scary. And I have been lately pretty scared. I was, like I said, I grew up here, and I was here when they built this bench. I remember when it was brand new, and I remember it has sort of like this like stain looking stuff on it. I remember it had been here for probably half a year before they even stained it. And people have written their names in the wood, and you know, probably thousands of people have sat in this bench. And now it's, I mean, completely, it's not even functional. It doesn't even do what it's meant to do. You can't sit on it at all. I was just kind of coming up here for a little quick break from my drive, and I saw this bench, and I was hit by this really heavy thought, and that was probably everything I make is gonna wind up like that. It's gonna have a shelf life, and it's gonna be useful, and it's gonna be meaningful for a time, but ultimately it's just gonna become dilapidated and not serve a function anymore. And that sounds like kind of a depressing thing. And I think I've been letting myself treat it like a depressing thing. But on the flip side of that very sad way of looking at it, another way of looking at it is that this is a perfect example of why my energy needs to be on the people in my life. It has to be on the people in my life, because even though thousands of people have sat in this bench and it served a great function and it was awesome for, you know, I'm sure lots of people have had great memories on this bench. I'm sure people had their first kiss on this bench. At the end of the day, it's like, this is gone. This is done. I mean, sure, you know, it might get rebuilt or whatever, but it'll just turn into the same thing it is now in no time. But those people are out living their lives, hopefully, or maybe they've passed on, but the legacy that they left and the people that they knew is still living on. This is all not to say that this is useless, like don't build the bench. Like build the bench, because people need places to sit, but don't let building the bench be the center of your attention. If you're on YouTube and you want to be on YouTube, whatever, like, believe me, I'm only at 1,500 subscribers right now. I can already tell you it's snake oil. It's not gonna make you happy. And I can look at traveling the world, and I can even tell you that. I mean, like, it's great and you're gonna have a blast for sure. I know I have, but that's not it. You know what I mean? When I spend time with my sisters and with my friends and with currently this one girl, I mean, that feels like it. It feels like there's nothing else I need to do except just preserve it and hold on to it. I'm not saying don't get a good job. I'm not saying don't blah, blah, blah. You know that's not the sentiment of what I'm trying to get at here. But I think this is important. And I wanted to make a video about it, but I just don't think I can have this be on my mind that long without just going crazy. So I thought this is about the best I'm gonna be able to do for this thought. So maybe it was meaningful and helpful. Maybe it was just another bench that I built.